Okay, I have a review for a plugin for audio editors called Dialog. It's by WaveArts. It will work on Windows and Mac, and it will work in various audio editors such as Audacity or things like De-ess Pro. Here it is. You can select some presets. You have 60 Hz dehum, so basically it sets all the settings, so you just dehum. If you have a problem with hum, you can just do denoise, De-plode, De-ess, or some others including fuller voice. You want to make your voice fuller, just like it says, or the works, which basically pretty much turns the whole lot on. You have a brickwall filter here. In case you don't know, I thought I'd take you to the user manual here to show you about that brickwall setting, which is the first option in the plugin. It says the input signal is processed first by the brickwall filter. This allows the user to eliminate noise signals that are outside the frequency range of recorded speech. Thumps and rumbles can be eliminated using a high-pass brickwall, whilst high-frequency hisses and tones can be eliminated using a low-pass brickwall. Then dehum. You can then select the mode here for dehum as either remove hum or remove buzz. You can select the frequency as 50 Hz hums or 60 Hz. If you're in the UK, I think you're more likely to want 50 Hz. I think if you're in the US, you're more likely to want 60 Hz. Denoise. You can select here left, right, stereo, or mono. Under preset for the noise, you can select default, clean or light clean, and you also save your own preset there as well. Learn time. So when you learn the noise profile, you would normally, when you start recording, say a podcast, you would leave about 5 seconds in front of the audio where you just record, you don't say anything, and then you use that time as a sample for the noise reduction. So here you can select, well, is it 5 seconds? Okay, I've got first 5 seconds, it's just noise. So you select that, do the learn, preview, and it will learn. And you can select the amount to apply in decibels here. De-plode, what is that? Well, let's see what the presets are first. You have presets for this as well. Default, basic, wind rumble, fast de-plode, fix, nasty pops. So the main use for this is if you haven't used a pop filter and you're talking too close to the mic and some of the words such as P's pop, well, you can fix them here. Very handy to have. In fact, normally that would be tends to be a sort of an extra plugin that you'd have to buy separately. Normally audio editors don't come with that, and these sort of plugins such as this normally don't have it either. They tend to be their own plugin, so it's nice to have that built into Dialog. The same with De-ess. What is De-ess? Well, if you are having problems with a lot of hissing when you say S's like that, you know, kind of sounds like you're hissing like a snake, then you can use De-ess to cut down on that S-ing problem. So you can use the De-ess, and again, that is nice it's in Dialog, because that is often what almost always that is a plugin of its own that you have to pay quite a lot of money for just on its own if you need it. So this being a program aimed at Dialog fixing, it has it built in, and that is really, really handy. I'm glad to see that's built in. You also have presets for it as well, such as default, mid-lows, mid-highs, deep-low, deep-high, and you can also save your own custom user preset there for that. You also have the time attack and release time here as well that you can adjust. Same with the De-plode. You have an equalizer up here. You can enable it, you can pre or post it, use a bypass here to listen to it without it on or listen to it with it on. You can select from a preset, quite a few there, including fullness and presence, to add a bit more fullness and presence to your voice, male announcer, male vocal, or some female versions. And when you do that, you can also go up here and manually adjust the EQ yourself. ticking this tab here, well, instead of looking at the equalizer, you can look at the noise print instead as you work on that. You can add and delete points here as well. You have your compressor, or compress as it says here, enable or disable, and presets. So you have default, basic, gentle, hard compress or gain control, or hard gain control, subtle vox control, classic warm vox, female pop vox, out front vox or rock vox. And of course again you can customize it and save your own as a preset for it as well. Plus you have various dialogues for gain, threshold, attack, release time, and a ratio as well. Here you have band edit, so you can adjust the type of EQ that you're using here. So at the moment, because of the type of preset I selected, it set it as high shelf. You also have low and high shelf. You have resonant low shelf, high shelf, vintage low shelf, high shelf, low pass filter, high pass, notch or band pass. Parametric here as well, which I quite like to have it set on personally. You cannot create your own here. These are just selectables. Then for that you have frequency, weight and width. Down here you have your output including gain, which has a limiter that you can turn on and off for that as well. Up here you can enable bypass to listen to the preview down here without any of the effects on, or turn it off and then listen to what it would sound like with your adjustments. You can also undo and copy from up here. You'll have your list of presets there where you can import, export and reset from there as well. You can select tools to look at the about box. This basically tells you that it's version 1.31 and that is the latest version at the time of making this video. You can also register your plugin here. That's where you put in your serial number. You can open the user guide, check for updates, or visit their official website. Okay, so I hope that has helped, and if you have any questions you can ask in the comments and I'll try to get back to you. Please share and like this video, and if you could do me a huge favour and subscribe, as it only takes a few seconds and it will help me out a lot. Thanks.